Yeah.
These things working? It looks like it.
Are you ready for some football?
Just text me yes. So when we ask you questions, you're gonna borrow Micah's mic. Oh, just get ready.
We're
We need another camera.
interviewing.
No?
We don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Sunday Josh will be living here. Voice of a in a gallery. National. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. Hey, I'm just letting you know, man. You know,
I've
you're
got
tired,
the-
whatever.
I've got the Texans covering the spread this weekend against the bye week for the first time in 8 years.
That's been a minute. Detroit's bye week.
And
They don't get
they've
one this
never
year.
beat the bye week.
Because, yeah, I mean, since Barry.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think
Over the line.
they've lost too many times.
they have. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've had too many bye weeks. I mean, that's just not.
Yeah, it's just bye season.
Who's your quarterback?
Orlovsky. And I think they had a third one.
Orlovsky only gets the quarterback when it's inside his own 5-yard line. Send out Orlovsky. God damn it,
God damn
Orlovsky,
it.
another safety. Run steps out, keeps steps.
We start calling that the.
He
Garoppolo did
coined
it too.
I know, but he.
First one to do it since Orlovsky.
Yeah.
I want to be known for something besides being handsome.
And
Jimmy
dating-
Handsome.
and dating porn.
Oh,
Be
my
funny.
bad.
Hey, we can be fun.
Can be funny.
We can be fun.
Hey, Filthy.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
You want to know
I
why?
wasn't trying to be.
We can be funny when it's about. It's funny sport.
Okay, that's what.
But
it
if we
is.
start talking about the big ass monster like his ass, then we got a problem.
Yeah, the ass bang. Well, I'm pretty sure Jimmy Garoppolo does ass bang.
He would have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
To have that big of a win rate.
Definitely.
When you used to ass monsters, then you switched to ass bangs.
I feel like me and
It's
Filthy
a
are the Jimmy
downgrade.
Garoppolo of Rocket League.
Definitely.
So we're winners, but we
Handsome.
lose a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Going live. Well, I
Are
should
we going?
say live screen.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Dirtyfoot Gang versus the Pigskin Week 7. We got our boys left to right. Filthy Johnson, also known as Sweet Tip. We got Dirty Peter in the middle, also known as Airtron or Ayrton. And we got our boy Bubblegum Dum Dum, Meat Stick,
Bubblegum
Ditrox,
Dum Dum.
Ben. He's got a host of names.
He's
The
catching
myth,
up
the
on
legend.
nicknames.
I wear many hats.
And off in the peanut gallery, we got Mr. 2 Feet.
Has mini hats.
Yeah, mini, tiny, very small.
Very
All my fingertips.
And as
2 Feet will
always,
be joining us today for amateur football fan questions.
Yeah, new
it'll be
segment.
fun.
We're going to turn him
Buckle
into a
in for
football
that.
fan. At least somebody that watches it.
This man just discovered what punting is. So that's about his life. Be a
Yep.
fun time.
So now we're going to go to the yes injury report.
And it does it by
Kyler Murray is also
physically unable to perform, but he's expected to come back week 8.
he practiced.
So he's on the
Did
pup
he really?
list.
He's practiced like
He's
full
got
or
one more week.
limited or
So, well, no, not one more week. So they have 28 days or 21 days to take him off that. So he could start this weekend. Telling you my insider information.
Got the hookup.
Kyler Murray.
We got our field
possibility
reporter, Toofy.
to play this week. Get that field reporter.
Yeah. Got his connections all inside the Arizona Cardinals. He was a very good friend of Cliff
See,
Kingsbury.
they don't have much news. So when there is news, you
Right.
hear about it.
The news, interesting thing about Aaron Rodgers, and he might be ready week 12. Sounds like a complete
In time to get mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
Also on the injury front, Anthony Richards injured big time,
Done.
neck injury. Done for the season. Here's the thing though, someone like Andrew Luck had the same exact injury. He actually paved the way to the like medical treatment that Anthony Richards is doing right now.
What you do, Colts quarterback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like an
the flip
initiate.
side.
You have
Does.
neck injuries because Peyton Manning also had neck injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The field, that turf.
or the team culture.
Yeah, team culture.
All right.
Next up on my
Oh,
list is
big
Gardner Minshew.
news! Justin Field has got his thumb hurt.
Can't grip the ball. Can't throw
Doubtful
the
for
ball.
week 7.
Yeah, just when he was figuring out how to throw, broke his thumb.
So he's gonna have to relearn how to do that. The other Saint Brown is out with a
Uh-oh.
hamstring.
Oh, he's
Hamstring.
on IR.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Week 10. Equanimous Saint Brown.
A lot of ham.
Lot of hamstring.
You need to do more yoga.
Whoa.
Pilates.
Are we showing this?
No.
Let's show this. Webcast.
It might be website. Yes.
We have a live screen now again. It's very nice.
It was very
Yeah.
nice.
Deshaun Watson, rotator cuff. He's questionable, but it's not looking good.
He's a sad boy.
Obviously, we know about Chubb,
Yeah, Chubb.
Grant, Cap. Anybody new? Diggs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Diggs is still
That's not
out.
new.
That's-
Yeah,
Van
I mean-
Der Esch is.
Yeah, Van Der Esch was Van Der Esch got hurt the same game. Yeah, look at that.
Bucks
Look at that.
11.
IR for like
Yeah, the Cowboys got pretty banged
yeah,
up.
they're
Yeah.
not having a good time.
Same.
Pretty much all same.
Yeah.
Laporta,
Porta, limited.
yeah,
So
limited.
he'll probably play.
And
Yeah.
Ragnow, toe.
Reynolds. Yeah, this is a
There's
typical
a big game coming up for
Belichick-
them. They need all these.
The Belichick thing.
List everybody.
Branch was out last week. He's possibly back.
Oh, really? I thought he
yeah.
was like out.
Same thing with Gibbs.
Okay, good.
Nothing really new in Green Bay, to be
Aaron
honest.
Jones is the new one. He might be playing.
It seems like he's gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from what I've seen.
Murray's off, or the Murray, goddamn it. Texas
Juice
is off this
Scruggs.
week, I
That's
believe.
a-
Wait, is Tank's name Nathaniel? Is that a different Dell?
That's different.
They have two Dells.
Daniel Dell Tank.
Tank Dell.
Daniel Tank Dell.
I mean, do they have two Dells?
They probably have
We
two.
might have to
Because his official name is Tank.
See, that's what I thought. So,
So
have
they
two
got
Dells.
Nathaniel Dell. So Dell bought the Texans and they're trying to get sponsorship.
Oh
Right?
God!
Through it all.
Instead
no,
of
it's not
using
true.
Surface tablets, they use those tablets.
They've got two starting centers.
Well, yeah,
Scruggs
What's
do,
question,
yeah.
Mary?
banged up O-line.
Sounds like
TJ
a
does
sounds like a
shit.
breakfast cereal.
Colts are not doing
Your
too
quiz and
hot.
berries.
They got a lot of IR. Lot of IR.
No one big though.
Jacksonville doing their thing.
A lot of these.
Out for
Zay
week
Jones,
7.
Scherf.
That Trevor Lawrence questionable.
Yeah,
Like he's
they
gonna
had him
play.
on questionable. He'll be all right.
But maybe with some limit.
He
Which would be
doesn't play.
interesting.
Yeah, that would be devastating if
Kansas City looking pretty.
Yeah, I mean they got 4.
Yeah, they've been pretty.
Yeah.
Far. Not
Fuck the Raiders. Let's
Jesus.
get past the Raiders.
It'll take me a mile.
Joey
to get-
Bosa, questionable. That's
He's always
Toe.
questionable.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
perpetually.
Yeah.
Man,
Hard.
that
That's
toe.
all.
oh
for
my
them.
gosh. One of my guys, Kyrene Williams, broke out last week and got injured immediately.
No, he got hurt.
He got
Yeah.
hurt. He won't be back till week.
You know who else is hurt? Joe
Oh,
Noteboom.
wait,
Don't you want-
I picked. Never. Trying to remember.
Jalen Ramsey
Jalen
is
Ramsey's
coming up
back.
next
He's coming
week.
back.
Is he next week?
Next
He's practicing.
Then, granted, it's one of those things. Again, this is per CBS. They're saying he's coming back weekend.
Yeah, he's like still on the IR. He can only come back next week.
They've got
Yeah,
a
they've got
yeah.
a
And then
shit
yeah,
ton.
a chain's hurt now, and he's
Which-
out. Yeah,
But that's those speed teams. They're susceptible to injury.
Howard was a Davenport.
Justin Jefferson, week 10. That's gonna be rough. With
Vikings are just.
it's very long.
Yeah.
It's incredibly long.
Everybody.
God,
It's
loser.
incredibly
Literally
long.
Everybody.
Wow.
On.
Judo.
Jamal
Just-
Williams.
The Saints are also pretty
Yeah, I was
banged
gonna
up.
say the Saints are much better.
Look at that name, Wandale Robinson.
Yeah, he's actually really.
Yep.
I believe he's gonna.
Most
A lot
of
of
the
these guys. on
yeah,
the
most of
roster
these
are gonna
people play still.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Not playing.
From what I'm aware of, that he's not.
I haven't really.
I've seen two sources say that he got benched last week, but everybody's kind of agreeing on a neck injury.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
Sauce is questionable because he's got a concussion.
Those of you that have Jones as your starting quarterback on your fantasy team, don't take our word for it. Do
I
your
like how
own
this one
research.
says week 18.
Yeah.
All 5 people.
Oh, Goater.
Yeah, they're
That's not good.
Yeah, the Eagles are doing.
Kenny
Oh, it's
Blankenship.
limited.
He's anytime I see Blankenship,
There's
it makes
also a
me-
blanket chip.
Shane Johnson is.
Pittsburgh mostly for the most part.
The big one's
pretty-
Hayward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
San Francisco. Here we go.
He'll be
Oh.
back. He'll be.
Debo questionable.
Trent Williams.
Questionable.
I think I heard that all.
They're
Yeah,
probably
I'm-
gonna play.
Seahawks are pretty banged up.
All right, let's move it along a little quicker here. Any
Yeah.
big names? Let's go with big names only.
Tannehill.
Yeah, nobody does.
They always have big names.
Montez Sweat on the list.
Always on that.
Rippin.
God, they have
That's
a
it.
lot of people. On
Yeah.
What?
You got some big names this week, but they'll survive. Every Aaron Rodgers. Man, it got dark quick.
Yep.
Yeah, it did.
Now the background doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it didn't.
exactly.
There is a pool behind us. It's much better background, but
And
it doesn't work
neighbors.
at 7:00.
First on
Next.
the list.
Next on the list is gonna be our there. Oh, you have injuries here. So yes, it is the shit tossers of the week. So this is 3 players, kind of broke into 3 different categories. You have your shitter, your shit tosser, the guy who's just been shitting on everybody. Then you got your shit catcher, you got your toilet bowl, the guy who's just been getting shat on, and then you have your upper decker, your straight leg shitter, the guy who is usually a rookie and he kicking
It's
ass.
getting really confusing.
I usually do about the
It
same
is.
thing.
It should be
Our best of the week, the guy who stunk it up or team,
MVP.
and then the next one, someone
The
to watch
good,
out
the
for.
bad, and the sneaky.
Yeah. I like
the
that
good,
too.
the good, the bad, and the
It's-
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, a little confusing on toilets and
Okay.
shitters and upper deckers.
Yep.
Okay, my MVP of the week, Jared Goff, from 30 for 53, 2 touchdowns and a rating of 7.5.
Best
And
QB in the NFL.
St. Brown.
Mine is actually Derrick Henry. I don't know his stats, but I do know he got third in rushing yards last week, and I just do this one for Filthy. Because Filthy keeps saying he's washed, but he keeps coming up in the top 5 every single week.
He's not. You know they're gonna run the ball, and he
Yeah.
still runs it over
And he
you.
crushes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a great stiff arm last week for a touchdown.
Imagine if they weren't so one-dimensional. They could probably be 5-1.
Yeah.
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 they
Of course,
probably
I'm
could.
sure they're looking at
If
bonus.
they had Jared Goff, their
Or-
team,
yeah,
they'd be
Goff,
killing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody.
For me, the good this week, Mr. just got injured, Kyron Williams. He had
That's also my sneaky.
it's not a bad sneaky because not too many people were talking about it. But I feel like he's worth the top notch, right? 20 carries, 156 yards, and a touchdown
And it's
on a Rams team that just looks super depleted and just keeps playing football. Love
Yep.
to see it.
My non-MVP. Guy that shit
Here you go.
Baker made. He targeted Godwin and Evans 17 times and 10 completions for together. Pretty sad.
Hard
I mean, I
playing
know they're
against
going
Lions.
up against the Lions, but still, and when you got that kind of talent, you need to get the ball in their hands. That it just means he's just not getting the ball in their hands.
In typical Bucks fashion, they're
Yeah.
Mine is gonna be. It was divided between two, both on offense, either the Bengals offense or the Patriots. I feel like we haven't talked enough shit about the Patriots. I'm gonna go with the Patriots. They put 2 different quarterbacks in last week. Couldn't do shit with
Again.
either one.
Yep.
They have the worst QB core in the league. They have the worst line in the league.
receivers.
No receivers.
No
I-
Pro Bowls on off.
I was
Like, at
cruising
all.
around Reddit today, and I saw a quote from Bill Belichick calling Julio Jones subpar wide receiver. So
That man just doesn't know talent.
I don't know. Yeah, he just doesn't know talent.
I
Get him
did
out of the
notice
GM
that
room.
the Patriots have the worst point differential in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost.
They haven't
rough.
even scored 30 points.
I'm
it's
talking about
not-
just offense to defense. You know, points given up to points scored.
They're
like
20
80
something points
something.
scored,
No, who's
but
that?
it's
No.
Who's the other? There was another
the
team.
Giants.
Giants,
yeah,
I think
okay,
it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're.
Bad offense, Patriots.
I'm going to choose Gardner Minshew. Now, it is not kind of by extension choose the entire Colts offense coordinator, offensive play calling. They just refused to get out of a bad situation and instead had Gardner throw 55 times. Now, why are you handing your backup quarterback the ball 55 times? He went 33 for 55, 329 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. You run the ball a little bit, probably don't 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
You could get away with 1 interception and maybe win that game. And you got Jonathan Taylor back. You got Zach Moss who's running well.
Yeah.
So figure your shit out. Do what you do well.
All right. My sneaky pick of the week. Not many people are talking about him, but the whole Cleveland Browns defense. Stuffed from the start to the end.
Talking about.
Yeah, they are. They're great. And I think it took this kind of a win to make people on notice, put people on notice for what they are. And they're just damn good all the way around. And I think a lot of that spotlight gets taken away from the offensive blunder, which is Watson.
Yeah. Now, a lot of things did have to go wrong for.
Yeah.
They just that field. Caffrey got
But
got hurt.
even if they make that field goal, though, I'm really still impressed with Cleveland's defense.
incredibly.
Yeah. They should have never even been in that game. It was an 8.5 point spread.
Playing down to your opponents is a very dangerous.
Yeah.
Mine was Kyron Williams. So I mean that's it's staying solid. If I were to do a sneaky, I would have to do. Can't really think of one on
That's
the
a good one.
spot, man. Maybe Lamar Jackson.
He's having a real.
He's having a decent
He's
season.
playing.
I've
well.
looked at his stats. He's not at the top of anything, but he's just playing solid.
Maybe if his receiver caught the ball, he would.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think they're underutilizing Mark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Lamar Jackson.
My sneaky gonna be Jameson Williams, who has 5 catches, touchdowns. He also has 1 additional catch in the.
Wasn't that 3 for 6
He
after
is.
that one?
Yeah,
3
because one of
touchdowns,
them's
6
preseason.
receptions. Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you count just all of his NFL catches, he has had 6 catches and give them a ridiculous stat.
He was watching a
Specific.
He was watching a
especially-
YouTube video
Yeah.
earlier. He's the guy said he's either scoring touchdowns or he's suspended.
Very true. Well, we kind of shook some stuff up so we can either ask our questions to our up and coming football fan, or we can do our interview. Our green room is a bit of a mess.
Yeah, let's wait on the green room for up and comer and some questions.
What's up, Two Finger? How you doing?
How you doing, buddy?
Good Toofy.
You guys talking to the mic. There you go. It's really sensitive.
Yeah.
But it's got like a
I
low
think you're
gain.
holding it back.
Are you holding it backwards?
One
Should say
side says
on it.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, there
Hey.
we go.
Hopefully
Hey.
that's
All
better.
right.
All right.
All right, so football question. Let everybody know how your knowledge is so far. What do you know? What do you know
Yeah.
about football?
What's your favorite thing about football?
Favorite thing I don't know. There are downs.
How many of them?
Downs.
4.
Good,
Work.
he's
All right,
Very
good.
good. Very
he's
good.
learning.
Very good.
And just for the people at home, he's not kidding about this.
yeah. He's a fresh NFL guy.
Yeah, doesn't know
Yeah.
anything about football.
How many conferences are there in the NFL football league? National Football League.
16.
There's 2.
Yeah.
How many teams are there in the
24.
32?
32.
Wow.
How many teams are there in the state of New York?
Using fingers.
Fingers.
All right,
That's a good start.
Math. Thought straight.
I know the Bills. Can't name
So your
any
guess
other.
is 1.
I guess it's gonna be 3.
Boom. There's 3.
There's
Well, no, there's only 1. There's 2 in New Jersey.
no,
He
that's
was
gonna,
right,
that's,
yeah.
no, it's gonna be my
Jersey City.
follow-up
Yeah.
question.
Ah,
That was gonna be
I
my
already
follow-up.
ruined it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's the Bills, Giants, and Jets. And the follow-up question was, what state do the Giants and Jets play their games in?
Damn,
the
I'm
New
sorry I
York
ruined
Giants
that.
and the New York
Yeah.
Jets.
The New Jersey Giants.
Yeah, I'm just
That's
here
a
to confuse them even
complicated one.
more.
Yeah, that's a
They
complicated
play in
one.
New Jersey. Yes.
We'll have to hit that one because we can use that one 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Another question, real quick. How many people are on the field at one time?
22.
Oh,
He's got it.
He's
He's got the
getting it.
game rules.
He's starting to
down.
get it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I
Yeah.
don't really have any more questions. Do you have any questions for us?
Not in particular.
Yeah,
Not at
that's
the
a good
moment in
start.
time.
Gotta
yeah,
come with some
that's not a
questions.
question
good
at
one.
all. Okay. All right.
Get some
Well,
ready
wait,
for
wait,
this
wait.
then.
What?
okay, oh,
what
we
what
got-
team are you gonna be a fan of? Have you picked one yet? No.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, let's work on that.
Not
Yeah,
quite that
We'll
far
get you a
yet.
team
you
by
got some
next
homework
week.
this week. You
Yeah.
got some homework.
Yeah, let's get you by next Wednesday. Thank you.
Make
All
sure
right,
to
thank
buy
you.
you a
Awesome.
noggin boss
Everybody.
of that team.
Yeah. Thank
2V.
you.
Round
Thank
of
you,
applause for
2V.
2V for-
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
for-
yes.
clap, clap, clap.
Very good. Very good. Golf clap. Golf.
Our
Moving on.
professional peanut gallery.
Moving on.
Well, we
We
do
can
have
still do
predictions.
predictions.
No, we're going to talk
technically,
about
but-
so how we're doing predictions. We might as well talk about it. So how we're doing predictions is we've already put our picks in.
Yep.
It's a little easier because the other version's slow. It's slow and boring. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna name off all of the games that we agree on, and we're gonna talk about the ones we don't agree on.
Focusing on those.
We're gonna focus in on those. So
Okay.
when we get there, we're gonna get the green room guy ready. I can't even remember who it is, and
he
The one
can't
and
either.
only Mr. Pete Carroll.
Yeah, he
from the
can't. Well, no,
Seattle
he can't remember
Seahawks.
that either.
That way there was
he
gum
doesn't
everywhere.
remember either. Yeah,
Yeah, there's gum everywhere.
yeah.
in the green room.
He's a big gum guy.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, he was helping us move.
What a guy.
He's some bubbly yum.
Guy
Yeah.
Pete. Bringing him out.
All right, come on out, Mr. Carroll.
He looking good, warming up
You
for the
could-
game.
get your
He's
hand
a-
off me, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, throw Ben the ball. Throw Ben.
Catch it.
Hey guys.
You gotta throw it.
Hey guys, welcome to the. Wait a minute, no, this is your guys' show.
Yeah,
isn't it?
welcome to the Dirtyfoot
Oh,
game.
sure, thank you very
versus the
much.
Pigskin.
Yes, sir.
We've got some questions for you today.
Okay.
Okay. He didn't know you were here.
First
so-
off, I'd like to let all of the people watching out there that all the proceeds from this show for this week are going to my. I've got.
Crippling gum addiction.
go into what? You got go into several of your whats.
My what do you call it when you give money to people? Charities.
Yeah,
Donations?
charity, yeah.
Charity. So I've got
Yeah.
this. I've got a charity. It's a new one. It's for past and retired running backs in the NFL.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's called hashtag shoulda ran the ball. Shoulda ran the ball, and yeah, and all the donations that we get go to those guys that shoulda ran the ball. Instead, I called a pass play.
You don't think the millions that they earned in their time in the league is enough for them? They had to set up a charity?
Well, I feel like that some of that was taken away.
Ah, understandable. Pete Carroll,
Get a
the
little
heavy
coffee.
smoker.
Yeah, he is a heavy smoker.
All those cigars you see him smoke on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always smoking cigars.
Motherfucker.
That should be a thing again, smoking cigars. Okay, the next question I have for you is actually a football question. Will you ever coach on the East Coast?
The short answer is no. The long answer is also no.
Yeah.
For some reason. Yeah.
Just with
No,
a couple
I mean-
more O's.
No,
Yeah,
I love Seattle, and being the 12th man, personally, this is where I'm going to stay.
Ah, so you are the 12th man.
Yeah, that's where that come from.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it makes
yeah.
a lot of sense, actually.
Because I kept running out on the field thinking I was still a player, and they just started giving me the 12th man position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, what a high honor.
Yeah, they just go over on the sidelines. They just wait for your number to be called, and go
So,
on.
there's some people out there calling you the quarterback whisperer. What do you think of that title?
Well, I don't think I've ever whispered a day in my life. And second off, I don't even know who my quarterback is right now. Yeah. I mean,
I don't either.
Feat of coaching to be able to call such good offense.
I feel like we have 3 backups on the roster
Because you do.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, some people say that you coined the battle stance. When did you first start doing your battle stance?
so back in the day, back in the day when because I'm pretty old. You gotta understand, back in the day, toilets didn't have seats.
Yeah.
So when
Most definitely.
you squat down like that, you automatically get into that battle stance.
Hmm.
And there's been several times where I got stuck in that battle stance.
From a
people
long
had to
shit?
come over and
Knees locking up.
you get your thighs are going crazy, your hamstrings are hamming.
Yeah.
It's just so there was a couple times where I wasn't fully recuperated from that stance and I had a game time. So I just walked out on the field
Sort of
like
like
that.
a waddle.
Yeah,
out,
I just
in
walked down the field
stance.
like that.
Yeah.
I just put the intense face on, and it made it look like it's an embarrassing moment.
Well, you
share
turned
it
it
with you
into a
guys.
very strong moment.
You did.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, I taught the Harbaughs. You know how to do that. That idiot over in New England, Steve.
Steve, yeah, Steve.
I taught him.
Well, he's got a rendition on it though. He's
I
got
remember.
The face
I
going.
remember Steve when he was in diapers.
Mm.
Okay, that's. Some people call him brilliant. Yeah, he's just trying to steal everything.
That does sound about.
Wants to be the next Pete Carroll.
Now, how much gum per day do you chew? Expressed in pounds.
Oh, in pounds. Oh boy. Dude, we usually measure this in.
Oh, sure. Go with stone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're talking like 3 stone.
3 stone worth
Yeah.
of gum.
Yeah. So I have some right next to the bed in the morning.
Helmswoman, can we get a conversion on that?
3 stone of
Um,
gum.
30 pounds. One,
Around ballpark.
yeah, ballpark.
Yeah.
42
pounds.
pounds.
That's close.
Oh, peanut gallery
Not
stepping
bad.
up.
Yeah, thanks, Peanut
42
Gallery.
pounds of gum.
42
Yeah.
pounds.
Yeah.
That's a strong number.
It's really strong, but the problem is it kind of leads back to what we were talking about with the stance because I swallow my gum too. So that's like 42 pounds of gum that I swallow every day.
And it stays
That's
in
kinda
for
bad,
7
yeah.
years, so you're
And
screwed.
there's times that I just blow a big ass bubble out of my butt, and it gets crazy. I've got my own personal bubble popper, and
That must be a glorious position.
it
Do you ever
is.
light it on fire? The bubble bursts?
No, we've tried. Well, yeah, we've tried it. Obviously,
Yeah.
obviously we've tried it, but it's underwhelming.
Oh,
Yeah, the
that's
results.
a bummer.
All right, well, Pete, thanks.
This
for
has been
the-
enlightening.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me. I left you guys a little gift in the green room.
Oh, yes, I
Oh.
saw.
Yeah, it's a 42-pound wad of shit.
Yeah. And gum everywhere.
And gum everywhere.
Couch.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'll ever be able to use our green room ever again.
Well, here's the thing: if you take that with you, you can chew it again.
On that
Yeah, do you ever
note,
double dip your gum?
I never double dip my gum.
No.
That is for poor people, sir.
Oh,
Thank you.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
have a good day.
Well, good luck with your charities. Good luck with your coaching.
Enjoy your
Get ready
flight.
for your game. Enjoy
Your
flight.
game's in Germany.
Nope.
Let's keep all the X in mind.
Of course, always.
Yeah, denied trophies because they did not want to run the ball.
Yeah.
All right.
Happened in
Wow.
that interview. Almost choked to death.
You missed him.
I missed him again.
Pissing in the pool. Solid 10 minutes like Austin Powers over there.
That was my only goal for this week was to be the first one to piss in the pool.
Shocking. What are we looking at here?
We
What
had
are
a lot of
looking at?
teams on bye this week.
We do.
Shorter than usual, prediction-wise.
What is that? At least 4, 5,
3,
3.
6.
No, it's like
It's 6 teams.
6. Yeah.
It's 3. I just went off of this.
You got 3 teams
I
on bye
just-
and one's not playing anybody.
Yeah, the Texans. they're facing the bye week.
Looks like the Texans have lost
Texans
to...
are facing the Boys and Girls Club of Houston. this
Ah,
week.
jeez.
They
Oh,
probably
so then
three
they're
point-
on.
Yeah, they're 3-point favorites.
They got to prep for that game. They're favorites?
Yeah, 3 points
Wow.
favorites. Yeah, it doesn't happen too often.
All right, so we're gonna get into our predictions. Again, this is gonna be a little bit different.
Let's get a pop-up here of everything we can.
It's kind of hard. I mean,
No, I know.
But I know there's at least
who we
2
looking
games.
at?
2 games that
Yeah, so let's see.
you met.
The first 2, okay, so everybody agrees with the Raiders over the Bears. Everybody agrees with Browns over Colts. Everybody agrees with Commanders over Giants.
Lions,
I'll take the
Lions over
Lions.
Ravens.
Probably
Bills over
Bills.
Patriots.
Seahawks,
Yeah, Seahawks. We got, that's a split. Decision.
Rams,
Seahawks.
Steelers.
no,
Is Cardinals
Well, the first 2, and then Steelers and Rams. We got Chiefs. We got Broncos now. We got Eagles, and we got 49ers. So the games we're going to be discussing today are the Jaguars versus the Saints, Falcons versus the Buccaneers, and the Steelers versus the Rams. So get your notebooks out.
Joe notebooks. Your note booms out.
Yeah,
Get
we're
your
starting
notebooks.
off with
Get your
Jags
note booms
Saints.
out.
Yeah, we'll start at the top. Start Jags Saints. It's a tough one to predict.
Okay, go ahead, because you're the outlier here.
Am I? Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are Saints, aren't they?
Yeah.
So the Saints struggle. I wouldn't say they struggle against the run game, but their run game isn't very strong, and passes to the outside aren't very strong. There's one thing Trevor Lawrence can do is he can pass to the outside, and Etienne Jr. is going to chew him up for breakfast. So I've got Jaguars here strictly on the defenses being extremely similar.
Yeah, we have a ETN leading the league attempts, and rushing attack has been all right by handing the ball off a lot. You have a Trevor Lawrence that isn't 100. We got less mobile, and he has a tendency to fumble the ball when he gets hit. Well, I don't like all of that. Then I found out that the Jags can't beat the Saints. It is a 6-game streak now.
Game streak.
All right, so the trouble with all these games that we are split on is they're all really hard games to pick.
Man,
They're
this
really
minus
close.
one.
Yeah, there's a really close. The Saints are an at-home favorite at 1 point. What I like about the Saints is that they have Derek Carr playing. Right, first off,
Also got a shoulder.
they're well balanced. Yeah, Trevor
Can't
Lawrence
throw,
is-
can't run.
but he's supposed to play. So, Saints are very balanced, and
Yeah.
when they're on, they're a really good team on both sides of the ball. They can run, they can throw, they can play defense
Very balanced,
on every level.
but
yeah.
not a whole lot that's
The biggest problem is they don't have a whole lot of talent on the team. You know,
They're
they
lacking.
got Kamara, they got Carr, you know, they got their guys, but overall, they're not an elite team.
Yeah, they have Olave, but if Michael Thomas doesn't lock Olave down.
Yeah, and the Jaguars are a borderline elite team. They're a few parts away, but they're so inconsistent, and when they screw up bad.
Did the Jaguars win last week?
Yes.
They are on
They
a
week-
3-game winning streak.
Yeah,
on a
they won
three-game winning
the
streak.
week before. They
Yeah.
won the week before that. And the Saints barely beat the Patriots. Not really barely.
No,
by
they-
30 points.
They
Was it
made
30
them-
points at the end?
Yeah, they made the
5-0.
Patriots
Okay.
look bad.
They made them look bad in the second half.
It's
Yeah.
still the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
but the first half was way too close.
They had a
Yeah.
rough outing against the Texans. They
Yeah.
outgained them, and they looked better in every phase and still lost the game. So I feel like that's going to lead you to be hungry this week.
And I think the Saints can make Lawrence mess up. They can put a lot of pressure on him. They can make him mess up. They can
Yeah,
force him out of the pocket and make him fall.
I
Yeah,
tell you
That's what
what,
he loves to do.
I'm going to quote Dan Campbell here, and I think the Saints are dipping toes in the water. The Jaguars are deep. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm
Off
going
to
to
the
say
next
about
one.
that. All right. So, next disagreement is the second game of the week, which is
Puts Falcons
versus Bucks.
puts Filthy in the hot seat here.
Yeah,
I like
he's
this.
he's the
I like
outlier
this.
on this one.
Yeah, so
Did you go
again,
with Falcons?
He
He
went with
went
the
with the
Falcons.
Falcons.
I'll show everybody's picks so you can laugh at
the
each
Bucks are 2.5-point favorites at home. The Falcons can run the ball over these guys. Okay, Baker Mayfield might not on a downward. He's on a downward trend. That's all you got to do is shut down the two receivers that they have, and the Falcons can do that. They will be able to get to Baker Mayfield. Will be able to make him throw on the run, which he can't do, and that's going to be nothing but trouble for the Bucks. And then their defense is not going to be able to stop that run.
And they're coming off of a week wearing the all uninspiring
The-
dreamsicle uniforms
Yeah.
that they have they have literally lost. They've literally lost all 6 games that they brought that jersey
I
back.
love
Fucking
Yeah,
hate, they're gross.
So that's my take on the Falcons.
The Buccaneers, let's be honest, Baker Mayfield's playing at the same level as he did the first at the. So you know that Baker Mayfield will keep playing, keep going balls to the wall with the pass game. The Falcons' edge is not strong enough to stop that run on the outside. So if they do a good mix of play action, they're going to fucking have to walk them on pass.
Yeah, both these teams lacking some. I still like the Buccaneers defense, and Desmond Ridder does not win a win.
I mean,
I'm not sure if he
yeah.
has at all won it.
That's the only question mark I had, and he had a bad game last week, and he's got to recover.
And he's only had like one good game.
How many runs? How many runs did the Falcons do last game? Because he passed 51 times.
Yeah, it's because they got behind.
Yeah, it's just like, do what you do. Well, see, I have right next to Atlanta, I just wrote bruh. Because I can't fucking figure out this.
That line separated. Away, right?
Yeah, he's away.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so he's
I-
3-1 at home. The Commanders broke his home wins.
Yeah, and
So-
they're on the road, and I
And
understand
he
that.
is away 0-2.
I really think this game is going to be a horrible game. I
I'm
think
not counting on it being good.
No,
Yeah.
it's going to be a
definitely.
bad game. It's going to be probably low scoring game. The over under is 38 points, which is second lowest of the week, and I would take the under on that if I was.
That first London game was the Falcons, right? Pretty sure it was. It doesn't matter. The Falcons were the home team at that, weren't they?
I don't remember.
No.
I don't.
I think so.
So
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean,
it was
one.
the Jags home.
It was
Yeah.
it was the
Jags.
Jags. home.
Yeah, so they're 0-2, but one of those games was in London.
Yeah, but even extending back into last season. Like, I don't think he's won a
Yeah.
single away game.
Yeah, it doesn't help much. All right, you just can't throw 51 times. Even behind though, you throw it 51. Not running the ball. They're not doing what they're strong at.
Yeah,
He's literally
that's what
never
they
won
need
an
to
away
do.
game.
Yeah, he has never won an away.
They need to. They need to run the ball if they want to win this game, and they need to stop the passing game on the other side. Make them dimensional. I
need to
think
do
they
a
got
lot.
the team to do it. Hopefully, they can bring it together.
All right, next one is Ben on the hot seat. He's got the Steelers over the Rams. Me and Filthy have the Rams over the Steelers. We'll give Ben this a good start.
All right, this was
Yeah.
a bit of a last minute flip because I circled teams as I went through every game. With my first gut reaction, I circled the Rams. I like the way they're playing. Kyron Williams being hurt, I don't like that. But they got receivers back. They got Cup, and like that's all going really well. So I'm not counting the Rams out in any way. This was like a last minute flip when I realized that Mike Tomlin does not lose off a bye. He's like 13-4. They're coming off a
Yeah.
bye.
So
He's a good coach.
The
Soon to be
Rams are
13-5.
the Rams are a home 3-point favorite. 44 is the over under. The problem I have with the Steelers is just really inconsistent, very inconsistent, and the Rams are turning out to be a pretty decent team. They're at least a force this year, compared to not anything like they were 2 years ago, but a lot better than last year. You want to find a spot in between those two teams, that's where they're at right now. And the Steelers, they'll have to play the best game of their year to beat the Rams this week.
Like that might be going. Maybe they're gonna have to do a lot of things right for sure.
Hayward being out is just the biggest question mark. They can't stop the inside run. Every single team that the Steelers face, they run it up the inside and they just get gut checked every.
Not confident with.
What do they have? Eckler?
That's
Um,
Chargers.
They don't have
It starts with
anybody.
an A, doesn't it?
Like some.
Yeah.
They got rid of Akers.
Yeah,
that's
I don't even know who they have at running.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I mean, you got Nakua, you got Cup, you got. I mean, I don't really have anything against the Steelers. I like the Steelers this year, but
Zach
he's questionable.
Evans
Zach
and
Evans.
Royce
Freeman.
Freeman and Miles Gaskin.
Miles
they're
Gaskin's
deep.
been around.
Very deep.
Yeah, like I said, this was a last minute flip because I
Tyler Hurd. They got a team.
They got a quietly good team.
Yeah.
The Rams do.
All right, so
they're
Sean
really
McVay team.
depleted in a lot of areas, and they're
Ooh.
just making it work.
I got something that might switch your opinion here. Sean McVay is about to have his first kid, and he's due on game day.
He said he was going to go to the game, so
Yeah, he said his son knew that he shouldn't be coming out on game.
Yeah,
So-
obviously. Anybody should know
That's a
that.
big change, you know. Most of those guys that have kids, man, they're fucking jumped.
He
Yeah.
definitely wants to win for his
Yeah.
kid on.
Yeah, I won on my kid's birthday.
Wants to be able to say
birthday.
that for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
That game.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
I'm not gonna flip.
I'm still not gonna flip.
I'm still not gonna flip.
It takes a lot more than a child.
So next time we do this, we're gonna be more settled. We just kind of moved into a new home, and we're gonna have graphics up. So when we talk about our predictions, we got to get our predictions in earlier so I can make the graphics that show which teams we agree on.
So this week, let's talk about a shoe game.
I was just about to get there.
Oh, okay.
No, you're good.
Because I was looking over this, and there is not first time
Bills, Patriots.
Bills Patriots is about. And there was a part of me. You can talk to Ayrton about it. There was a part of me that was looking at.
Same, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Selling it last
I
week.
didn't. I
Don't
picked
do
the
it again,
Bills
boys.
because I'm sick of being disappointed. But I looked at it closely. Like, man, there is an out. Play this game tough, and
I'm gonna pick my shoe game being the Dolphins. The Dolphins need to embarrass the fuck out of the Eagles. It's wild as hell, but I think they're gonna do it.
That is wild, and I actually wanted to highlight this after shoot. I want to talk about this. What else do we have on
Are
the
we
shoot?
bad for? I don't know. I'm just rethinking Raiders and. It's just Justin Fields is the entire Bears team. My shoe game, I think, is gonna go Browns. Colts. You can tell me they can beat the 49ers. They absolutely need to whop the Colts. It's a definite. You literally you have to crush them. Well, literally will be lucky to get 30 yards at half.
my shoe game is gonna be the Seahawks over.
And that's a pretty tough division.
It's tough
know?
because the Cards, we know they can show up. But they did it with the Cowboys.
But sometimes they just don't.
I mean, they played a good first half. Yeah.
So I really want to pick the 40 because supposedly Christian McCaffrey's
And
or
Trent
Trent
Williams.
Williams is
No
okay,
Jefferson.
and no Jefferson. So, like, if they get all those pieces, then definitely, especially after that last game where so much went wrong, they're going to be
Mhm.
dialed in trying to get right.
You-
So I
you
think I'm
would
gonna go
so,
for it,
'cause
49ers.
If I'm the Vikings, if I'm watching that game like 20,
Yeah.
the Browns.
I would have
and
I
seeing
would
what the hell they did.
I would have
Bad
every
football.
available piece of film reviewing that
Yeah.
to see if I can pick apart anything.
Game did you want?
Dolphins
Oh,
at the Eagles.
You can feel if you watch some.
So, first of all, losing A-Chain isn't good. Having that second fast back, because I've watched a lot of Dolphins. I watched a lot of stuff about motion today. And having both those backs in there that are really fast, they do a lot of motion crossing the field very quickly to catch people off guard, helping their plays. Losing that's not good. But looking back at them facing the Bills, it just seems like the Dolphins up on these bad teams. When they are up against the good team, they're still going to put up 20 points. But they were facing the Patriots, 24
Yeah.
points. Bills defense, 20. Was it 20? Around there. And they're just not built for a brawl.
Actually had the Dolphins.
Same, actually.
Yeah. Then I crossed it out because I started thinking about it more, and I'm kind of on board. Eagles are put up a fight. and that's the key to offense is time. Key to defense, disrupting time, and the Eagles can disrupt the time.
The only thing that I saw when I was watching football today on that Eagles Dolphins is the Dolphins every single game have opened up the first quarter in zone. And I think if they do zone against Hurts, they're going to get an interception. I really do. I don't think Hurts is going to be able to keep the ball out of their hands. So they got to be damn sure that they catch that zone. They're going to get busted, especially by Ramsey. If he plays this week,
No.
But still, I mean, they still have dudes that can.
They have a
easily
good
intercept.
defense.
Yeah. I mean, it's
not elite. It's a good defense.
Interceptions are possible, very possible. So that's the only thing I saw that the Eagles weren't more dominant than the Dolphins.
Yeah, I also saw kind of along the same vein as the tough loss, and they're going to be done. I also thought if they won that game last week, Dolphins would be charged to defend their own. I was going to pick them, but they just lost, so they're not gonna have that weight behind this game.
Or they're gonna lose their mojo. Either one of them.
Oh, maybe.
It's definitely possible.
It's gonna be a good game.
All
This game of the week
all the
right
top
here.
tier teams are beating up on each other week in and week. Speaking of that, one game. That's going to be a hell. And we've all got the Lions picked to win. Ravens are this is going to be interesting because I need to see where the Lions stand as far as dealing with the running.
Yep.
That's the problem. I was just thinking though, is the Ravens are not as mobile as they should be.
No.
I don't think that's even a worry.
And we talked. Micah brought that up earlier. He's like they just don't look as mobile.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson looks a lot slower this year. And then on top of that, in a couple interviews, they both with Lamar Jackson and with coaching, they are doing less designed Lamar Jackson run plays. And that's also on behest of Lamar Jackson because he wants to develop as a pocket passer. And he's doing very well
Which
at
he is doing.
I don't think he wants to develop as a pocket pass.
He has said that word for word.
Well,
he wants to develop.
Said it, but not now. I think now he wants to turn into a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes.
But when he gets on the field, things change compared to what he says.
Yeah.
So that's going to happen all.
He definitely wants to be a mobile quarterback. And I don't think he knows. He's like learning how to be mobile instead of just run the fucking ball.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't be as fast as beans and still make passes like Mahomes and Josh Allen. Because if you're running full beans, you're in pace. You can't make those throws. It's all off balance. So I think he's trying to find that balance of being a passer, but having the ability to not get sacked or to find the open lane.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I feel like they're two very comparable talent-wise.
Yeah.
And I trust one of their coaching, Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell. I trust them to come through, and Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, I think the key this week is for Goff to spread the ball out more than he has been.
Goff is a check down master.
He's a check down master, but it was him and the St. Brown show last week.
Yeah.
And they only put up 20 points.
Cover St. Brown, Reynolds is open.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed.
So I think the key for him this week is to get everybody six targets, everybody on that team, and just spread that ball out and keep the Ravens just guessing all game because their defense is really good.
Yeah.
But if you keep them guessing, because you know he's going to throw the ball out. There's no sense in running the ball a million times in this game because the Ravens are going to stop you every time.
Yeah, with Queen in that middle linebacker core, you're not going to.
They're going to have to keep them on their heels with who are they going to throw it to because we don't know.
Yeah, and I trust them to make that game plan.
All right, well, I think that's all we have. Yeah, a lot of interesting. It's going to be a good week 7. I'm excited for tomorrow's game. Fun. I don't even know who's playing it. Jags and Saints, that's right. That's going to be on Prime. So you guys have Prime. Get on.
Good, I get to watch it this week.
The easiest one to watch every
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
That and Mondays.
At least the game, most of the Thursday games have been watchable.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
there's only been a couple.
That Broncos Chiefs game was a little. We were watching hockey.
You can't flex out Thursday. So.
Yep.
It'd be awesome if they.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
There's no way.
They didn't option out the Giants this weekend, right? Yeah, they kept them in. They had like 27 minutes. I was watching the countdown.
And it was
There was,
funny
like, a
because
party.
I think before the game started, I was like, "Why are we watching so many Giants games this year?"
Yeah.
Seems like we watched
Right?
way too many Giants
Yeah.
games.
They thought they were going to be way better than they were.
Yeah.
No, all right, guys. We'll catch you guys next Wednesday at 7 o'clock for the Dirtyfoot gang versus Pigskin. Peace out.